Initially when I was looking at a market, I was looking at three different markets. I narrowed myself down to Kansas City, Indianapolis, and Memphis were the three markets that I chose. And once I was able to figure out the markets, I started quickly looking at the inventory, which means reaching out to brokers is how I did it. Now, there's a number of different ways you can do it with letter campaigns or cold calling, things like that. But I felt like the best way for me to do it was to reach out to brokers themselves, establish a relationship, and talk about the inventory they have, and really just try to work those relationships to eventually finding a property. So that's the route I chose. Reaching out to as many brokers as I can, valuing their time, and then eventually finding the one that came through and went forward with it.
Can you give us some pointers on developing that relationship at a long distance? Obviously you can't go meet them for coffee every week, so give us some pointers.
Yeah. So initially what I did is to reach out to the brokers, calling them, right? Talking to them on the phone, explaining to who you are and what you're at, what type of properties you're looking for. And you want to be very truthful, and you want to be very forthcoming about what you have. And so if you say, I'm looking for a property, and in my case, it was somewhere around $500,000 to $1 million purchase price. I'm looking for something that is probably a 10 to 25 unit was around what I was telling them. Okay. And that seemed to be right in their exactly what they were picturing. And then and asked them to send me a deal. Now they would probably send me a deal that they haven't been able to close. It's been open for a long time. What I would do then is to quickly analyze that deal, analyze the numbers on that deal, and then get them back something in writing, explaining to them what my position is on this particular deal. Now, it's unlikely that I would be very interested in that very first deal. So I would just tell them, the reason I want to probably pass on this deal, or the purchase price that I could come in on this deal would be blank. And I would explain why. Because of this, I feel like they're missing something on their numbers. I feel like, this was too high, or this was too low, or the expenses were, too low. They should have been around this range. And that gave the broker, something that, coming back to them very quickly, say the next day, that they can say, okay, well, he's actually taking this very serious. He's taking the time to analyze this deal and to give me a proper evaluation of that deal. And then I would also ask them right away, what other deals do you have that I could take a look at, right? So now they're trying to send me more. So I would say I pass on the first one, but give me your next one or your next two, and I will evaluate these deals very fast again, get them back something in writing within a day, and tell them, this is where I would be able to come in at. Is this something that you think I should come in with an LOI or not? And that kind of respects their time, so that you're getting the communication back and forth, but it respects their time, and they will quickly just continue to send you a deal. And then you again, just repeat the process and value their time. If you value their time, they're going to see respect, and they're going to try to present you with opportunities.